Overseen by Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Trey Barker and Cadet Technical Sergeant Vinny The Rock Johnson.
Should be a pretty high-powered game. I'm Zane Stewart alongside me, Kellen Bruffy. We got what should be a pretty interesting one tonight. Your Gilmer County starters. Number 1, Paige Stones. Number 2, Lena Flynair. Number 4, Laura Brannon. Number 20, Ava Dobbins. And number 24, Blair Dobbins. And the starters for your Minutemen coming here as it's senior night. You can bet the 2 seniors who are Peyton Goodwin and Adelie Curry will be starting tonight. And we have your last year's video playing. I don't know if we still have it. But we've got the rug back. Katie, you excited? Kellen, sorry. I used to say Katie. I'm turning my side.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this matchup. 2 really great teams. I'm excited to see what we got in store. This is a big game.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the ladies game could be the difference of 2 seed places, maybe even 3.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm already noticing right here a difference in the starting lineup with Gilmer size of Gilmer is definitely what's influencing this change. So,
Absolutely. New starters tonight for the Minute Maids. Number 34, Brady. Number 43, Adelie Curry. And number 1, Peyton Goodwin.
It's definitely a matchup nightmare for anyone in the state. It doesn't matter that they're a single A team, you know, they can compete with the best quad A schools that have, 1,500 kids. Defensively.
Absolutely. As you can see, I'm on the screen now. The Donovan sisters are 20 and 24. Ava Blair.
So it looks like the Maids are going defensive tip. They've got all of our players down on our defensive end, which is actually expected with the head defensive end.
As Helen was mentioning, Gilmer makes the tip. That's Blair. That's kicking it out. That's Blair. Three no good. Rebound for Stones. Gilmer's going to go ahead and reset.
I immediately noticed when they got into the post, our guards tried to dig that out to try to, make them kick it back out to the guards, and I think that's something you'll see a lot tonight.
Absolutely. I definitely think that's going to be something to preach. And there's a forced turnover by the Minute Maids. Goodwin now looking the other way, but kicking it out, keeping the height difference to a minimal impact is going to be huge here tonight for the Minute Maids. Looking inside Egress now. Outside, it's Curry. Three's long, rebounded by Stearns.
That's 2 rebounds for her already, and you expect the rebounding out of the taller players, but these Gilmer guards, they definitely, they're definitely going to be gritty defensively and on the boards. So
Stern shots no good, rebounded by Blair. Her putback no good, and now it's Goodwin looking the other way, taking it into it and blocked there by Ava Dobbins. That's Brandon kicking it out. Shot goes long, rebound by Goodwin, loses control, recovered by Curry. Been several good looks so far. I kind of figured somebody would have scored by now, but instead, your contest is still 0-0.
Yeah,
closing in at the 2-minute mark.
I think both coaches in this matchup are teams that preach defense. I mean, so I don't necessarily expect this. I could see this being in the 40s or even less. I mean, these are 2 defensive teams.
Ava trying to work inside, but she'll have to kick it out. Brandon now controlling it at the top.
Good defense there by Egress.
Frymere looking to drive off the glass for 2. Gilmer strikes first in tonight's contest.
Yeah, she's definitely a player to watch out for. She's been a big part of their championship run last year and their teams over the past couple of years. So she's definitely a player to look out for.
Henkel swinging it. Egress looked there for Goodwin underneath. It wasn't there, dishing it off to Curry. Egress looking to work inside, and that one off the hands of Blair Dobbins. It's going to be hard to work inside for the Minute Maids, and that'll be a walk there on Frymere.
Yeah, I don't hate trying to, working inside a little bit early on, potentially get them in foul trouble. And I'd say a lot of teams, they shy away from going inside even from the start. So I think it sets a little bit of a tone that we're willing to go inside and battle in there despite our height disadvantage in this matchup.
Joe Nichols definitely one for trying to set tones early, and it's paid off through the years. Vincent now with the ball as she'll kick it to Egress. Egress looking to make a move inside. She will. A little bit of a fadeaway. Recovered by Curry off the glass. No good. That rebound goes to Ava.
Good offensive board there from Curry.
Stearns looking inside, and that'll be Blair off the glass for 2.
Yeah, I noticed there that Vincent was, she was behind Blair there. You know, we basically immediate double team when she caught it. She just made a good move there.
And that's Ava with a stole looking to go the other way, and that's an easy layup for Gilmer as they jump to a 6-0 lead with 4:14 left in the first quarter.
I think something that we're gonna have to do if we're gonna win this game is get some three-point looks to fall, because you know Gilmer's gonna look to get it inside, and obviously 3 is worth more than 2.
Goodwin with a nice move to the basket and a reverse finish there on the board.
That's her first basket on senior night.
Hopefully the first of many if you're here for the Minutemen, or Minute Maids rather. Now if you're here watching us from Gilmer County, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, definitely. And you saw a little bit of a press right there out of the first made basket, and that was something that I was interested to see if we would do. You know, Gilmer's got the height to throw it over the top, but we've definitely got the speed advantage, I would say.
Brandon now with the ball for the Titans, looking inside. Blair has it, foul's called, and that's gonna go. I think they may have called that on Curry.
They did. That's her first. Blair Dobbins' first trip to the line in this one.
First shot's no good.
Yeah, there aren't stats available online for Gilmer County, so I'm interested to see how the Dobbins sisters, you know, handle these free throws. I'm sure they get to the line a lot, but we'll see if that could be, you know, maybe an advantage for us. You know, sending them to the line when we can't stop them.
2 foul shots, no good, but the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Maids, and Titans get the ball right back inside there. That was Ava Dobbins, no good, and it's Goodwin looking to go the other way. They have numbers, and now they don't, and blocked away by the Titans, courtesy of Blair Dobbins.
Yeah, I like that we're trying to get some transition opportunities and get some easy buckets, because that paint's going to be covered up all night in the half court by the Dobbins sisters.
Frymere fired the 3. It was no good, but Brandon has a putback 2 to extend their lead back to 6.
Trick shot, really.
Screen set by Egris. Goodwin step back. She's got the 3. First triple of the night from either team, closing the lead to only 3 points here. And Minute Maids right back at it. Made bucket equals press. Curious to know how long they stick with that. And definitely some good pressure there. A bad throw tipped away by Egris. And it'll stay with the Titans, but that's good pressure there by the Maids.
Yeah, Goodwin already off to a pretty good start with 5 points. I think she's definitely, I mean, she's going to have a big game tonight. I believe that she's the best player on the floor, and she's going to have to, you know, step up for us when we need it.
Student section into it. Tonight's theme is frat party. Got a lot of backwards caps going on. Jumper there fired from the free throw. It was no good. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Minute Maids, staying with the Titans. And we'll have a timeout here called by the Titans. And we'll send you guys to your first commercial break. Brandon looking to inbound, close to 5 seconds, but she'll find Stearns. Frymire now at the top. Brandon back, resetting the Titans offense. Looking to drive in. Not much there. Now Frymere looking to go to the basket, and she's good for 2.
That gives her 4 on the night.
Yeah, that was good patient offense there. They didn't have it at first, and they pulled it out and set up something different and was able to get a good look there.
Jump ball there is a good one, and Stearns fight over it, and that ball will stay with the Minute Maids. Egress trying to signal for Kira to cut, and a little bit of a misread there as that one will get thrown away.
All right, you guys can.
I think that the read was there. It's just she threw the ball too far.
Inbound pass, Hartshorn.
Minute left in this quarter.
That's Hartshorn kicking it over Frymere. She'll hit down the triple. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. That's a big shot for the Titans.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get something going here in the last 40 seconds to give ourselves some momentum here going into the second quarter.
Deep 3 from Hinkle.
Back iron there.
Good one trying to jump in a pass, but it'll be completed to Brandon. Looking inside to Hartshorn. Not much there. Blocked by Egress. And now looking the other way. Vincent, Hail Mary pass up to Goodwin. She's on the other end. Layup off the glass too hard. Goodwin gets her own rebound, kicking it to Egress. The triple off the board. It's good. And with less than 5 seconds now, your score 8-13. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end. So, Kellen, what are your initial thoughts coming off of that first quarter?
Offensively, I definitely think we've got some room to improve. That was a big shot there by Egress. We really needed that. Goodwin was the only person to score. Defensively, though, I think we've been pretty solid, holding them. 13 points. That's a pretty good amount. So I think we just got to get that offense going a little bit. And it's senior night. Big game. There's definitely some nerves, so I think we can get the offense going.
Yeah, I think you saw a little bit of that from the Minute Maids in this first quarter, but I think that 3 ball is going to be important here tonight. It's got to be falling in all 4 quarters if they're wanting to stick in this one.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a game. We've came from behind, in 2 big games against Grafton and Hampshire, but Gilmer, they've won, a lot of games in recent memory, so they're used to playing ahead. So I think we need to build a lead if we're going to win this one.
Absolutely, a team that has this much height and this much talent and this accustomed to winning, it's hard to play from behind. So getting a lead before the third and fourth quarter is going to be crucial. What can they do here in the second quarter?
I just want to say that was
continue to play pretty good defense, and right there, shut her down.
Frymere cashing in her second 3 of the night.
I think that gives her 10 already in this game.
correct.
Looking to be the #1 scoring option tonight.
Yeah.
Peyton cutting in, swinging out wide. It's Curry from the corner. Off the back of the backboard. Vincent, she'll fire up a 3. It's no good. And as I was mentioning in the break, the 3 ball has got to fall.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was a good look. That was a great pass by Goodwin, reading the help there and recognizing that our teammate was open in the corner. We just got to knock those down.
Do you think it's going to be one of those things that eventually they're going to find a rhythm tonight, or could it be one of those things that we have to shoot over our normal percentages if we really want to stick into this one late into the fourth?
I do think I think we're gonna have to shoot over our normal percentages, but I think we'll find a rhythm.
That's
I mean,
Brandon firing up three too hard off the glass. Rebound by Stearns and a block by Egris. That's her second block of the night.
That's her third
Third.
blocking machine tonight.
that's really impressive. Going up against taller players. It's easy to block. Players that are smaller, but to get 3 blocks in this game against a really tall team, it's really impressive.
Because she had 2 on the series to end the quarter, and then she came down and hit the 3. I mean, just a fantastic series there to end the quarter from her.
Freimeyer there was missing a 3, maybe a little bit of a heat check for her as everything was falling prior to. It's Vincent now with the ball for the Minute Maid, swinging to Egris. Egris trying to get good one to cut. Pass not really there, and that'll be a turnover. Titans taking possession.
Yeah, I definitely like the thought there. Gilmer's overplaying a lot, trying to push us way out past the 3-point line. So I do like the idea of the back cut there. The pass just wasn't there.
Stearns thought about the 3, instead giving it back to Brandon, who's going to reset this Titan offense. And she's driving, throwing one up. No contact, says the ref. And that'll be Minute Maid's possession. I think that was a good call there. I think that was trying to draw a foul a little too much.
Yeah, these officials have been pretty solid so far. There's nothing that's got our crowd riled up so far. So, pretty good job so far by the officials.
And nothing that's got Gilmer's crowd, because they traveled pretty well tonight. And so both sides seem to be pretty happy with the calls so far. That's Goodwin kicking it out. Curry from 3. No good, and that'll be a rebound for Ava Dobbins.
Like I said, that's another great pass by Goodwin. We just weren't able to connect on that 3. But I think Gilmer's defense it's cracking a little bit. We just got to start hitting the shots.
Absolutely. That one going out of bounds, and that'll be a Titan turnover. Minute Maid's taking possession with 5:18 left to go in the first half.
We don't have Dusty up here tonight to tell us how many turnovers we've had in this one. I'm sure it's north or getting close to 20.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a high school basketball game. Ball security is always preached but never executed.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be key, for both teams if they want to win this game. Gilmer's pretty patient on offense, I think, so I expect them to keep their turnovers low, but, we're definitely going to try to speed them up, and we have so far.
And there, everybody's riled up. Minutemen fans are cheering. That first foul has been called on Ava Dobbins, and Gilmer County thought that was clean. I didn't really see a great angle of that, so I'm not going to give my 2 cents, but...
Yeah, beyond whether or not that was the correct call, like I said, I like the aggression from Kinsey and, just the team overall. Working inside it, not backing down. I really like that.
Absolutely, and even if the crowd wants or doesn't want there to be a call, if you're constantly attacking the tall people that are sitting in the paint, the calls are going to come. It's part of it. When you're attacking the paint, people who stay in the paint gather up fouls. And that's true no matter what level of basketball you're playing.
Kinsey's been one of those players that stepped up and really have impressed me this year, to say the least.
Yeah, so right there, Kinsey, she was fronting Ava, and they tried to throw it over the top, and when they threw it over the top, Curry came over, to try to steal that ball or be in position to defend.
So, Kellen, with you playing high school basketball, do you think that it could have been one of the things where it took Kinsey an extra year to learn the Lewis County system a little bit better, being a transfer from Buchanan, or do you think high school level stuff is basic enough to where she's just developed more as a player?
Well, I've watched lots of high school girls basketball, boys basketball. I mainly watch boys, but I've watched a lot of girls teams around the state, and I actually think our system it's simple in nature, but I think it's definitely complex, and Joe, definitely wants it executed to the best of our abilities. So I would say, it definitely took some adjusting. We've got a complex system for sure.
Whistle there. I'm not sure who it's going to go on, and I believe That's going to go on Hinkle.
That's her first team foul, number 1 of the quarter. I mean, she done a really good job pressing the ball there. It's kind of hard not to foul when you're pressing like that.
Absolutely. Aggressive defense is going to end up drawing a few fouls a game. Just can't let that become a habit.
Yeah.
You'll get yourself in foul trouble. We're going to need Hinkle later on in the stretch.
Yeah, there was some aggressive defense there by Hinkle and Goodwin, trapping up top, and Gilmer was able to find the weakness in the defense because of it.
Absolutely. Ava Dobbins there making her move for 2. That moves the score to 9-18 with 3:20 left to play, and that ball was tipped, so there will be no backcourt violation.
Yeah, I think Gilmer's figuring out, that part of our offense, that Kinsey is going to pop out there to the three-point line. So that's definitely something we could adjust there.
Absolute great move there by Goodwin, getting to the rim and evading the block. And there's a forced turnover there, and Minute Maids will get the ball right back.
I'm telling you, that was a good job from Goodwin because Stearns was stuck on her like glue.
Not only that, evading Ava Dobbins there in the paint was great body control, to say the least. When you're in the air driving, to be able to maneuver yourself, to put yourself in the best situation to score.
Yeah, Goodwin's definitely crafty when she gets downhill. She knows how to draw fouls, evade contact.
She had another good move there to get to the basket, just the finish wasn't there. Stearns with the ball for the Titans, kicking it back to the top.
Right there, I like that switch right there. Hinkle was on Blair, and Adderley was able to switch there and get a better matchup.
Stearns fires a 3, rebound there by Blair Dobbins, and she'll try to put it back. Shot's no good, but will draw the foul on Kinsey Egris. I believe her first or second?
First.
Her first. Minute Maid's not in too much foul trouble so far.
And that's a really good thing. I think it's easy to get in foul trouble when you're playing a team this size. And listen, they're missing their free throws so far, so I really don't hate that foul. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the quarter. It's your first foul.
I think fouls come natural, and we're going to get a call. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe, Kellen, you can provide some clarity on that. It will go on Ava Dobbins, and maybe dragging Kinsey there?
Yeah, it looked like she might have had a hold of her a little bit there, but that was a great box out by Kinsey. I mean, and that's what you have to do when you're playing these taller players, As a smaller player myself, that's all you can do. You can't out jump, these girls. You're gonna have to, box them out.
As I was mentioning, though, before, when you're playing a team that is this good and it's going to take that much effort, fouls are going to come naturally from a team. It's just part of going out there and playing your hardest. There is Vincent firing up 3. No good. Rebound by Egris. Her putback's not there, and that's going to be Hartshorn on the rebound. Gilmer looking to take it the other way. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. 7 points separate the two.
Ava Dobbins headed to the bench with 2 fouls, so that'll help Lewis County out underneath on offense. As Blair Dobbins puts it up, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Hartshorn.
Brandon now controlling the ball, resetting her offense a little bit. Something she's done quite a few times so far tonight. She's really been kind of almost the pacemaker of this offense, making sure they don't get too caught up in a shoot and rebound mode and resetting, trying to find some better looks.
Amy Chapman will call a full timeout, so we'll send it over to a commercial break.
At Country Roads Physical Therapy in Weston, the heart of West Virginia, we are dedicated to helping you get back on your feet. Whether recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or improving mobility, our caring team offers personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs. With a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere and a focus on compassionate care, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Country Roads Physical Therapy, where your road to recovery begins.
This commercial is brought to you by LCN.
11:30 on the clock, 11-18 your score. The 7-point differential favors the Titans. It's Frymere now with the ball. Kicking it to Brannon, looking inside. Blair trying to make a move towards the rim. Her shot's no good, but it'll be a rebound by Hartshorn, and we're resetting. 3 flies, no good. Rebound, put back, it's good. If you get enough rebounds, eventually it'll fall.
Yeah, Ava Dobbins on the bench with 2 fouls, but I mean Gilmer, they've got Hartshorn to come right in and just fill her spot, and that's 2 offensive rebounds in the past minute or so.
Officially under a minute left. Curry controlling the ball for the Minute Maids.
Egress looking to set the screen. She does. Sends it over to Curry in the left corner.
Egress pump fake, kicking it out. Curry. She can't find anything, so she'll dish it off to Vincent. Vincent being heavily guarded. Great defense here for the Titans, not really opening up much. Good one kicking out Curry. She'll find the open 3, and that one's just off the iron. Go out of bounds, last touch by the shooter, so Titans will take over.
That's another great pass by Goodwin that we just haven't connected on, and I really do believe, there's 20 seconds left in this half, but we're going to be shooting on a different rim, and maybe it'll be a little bit better luck. So.
And ball came loose there, but stays with the Titans. 3 fired up, no good, and that's going to be a rebound for Goodwin with a chance to go the other way, and they're going to catch him on a foul there. I believe they're going to get Frymire on a shove. They will.
That'll send Goodwin to the line for... No, it won't send Goodwin to the line for 2.
Hinkle to inbound pass. They've got maybe time for 2 passes and a shot, but comfortably 1 shot. Vincent, layup. It's good. That cuts into the deficit before the half. And we'll go to the half with your score being 13-20 with Titans in the lead. And you kind of mentioned this before the game, a little bit in the first quarter, but it's been a defensive game, and 40 points is kind of looking where this is headed. Both teams playing phenomenal defense. Good looks are hard to come by. Peyton's been finding absolutely incredible outlets there at times. It's going to be a matter of can we get some of those to fall in the second quarter if you're trying to close this gap for the Minute Maids. I thought they've done a pretty good job of containing the Height and the Dobbins sisters. So, they're going to score, they're going to get rebounds, they're going to get blocks, but it's limiting how much of each of those they can have. And so I think up to this point, their defense has been pretty ideal. And for the Titans, you don't really want to change much about this half. Maybe you get a couple more of those shots to fall. Maybe you close out a little bit better on Egress, that one catch-and-shoot play. But when it's all said and done, I feel like the Titans played a half that they're proud of.
Yeah, I definitely think we played good defense on them. And the offensive rebounds has been the difference. We're ending possessions, 1 shot, and they're getting the defensive rebound. So that's been the difference. But like you said, we played good defense, and holding them to 20 with, the offensive rebounding opportunities that they've had is really not bad. It's just we've got to get the offense going a little bit more. 13 points, is definitely not going to cut it to win this game. But we have made big plays when we needed it. The Egress blocks and then the 3 to end the first quarter is huge. And then that play right there on the inbounds to get us 2 more points to end the second quarter. These are big plays. Without them, the outlook of this game could definitely be a little bit different. But we've hung in there, through the first half, and we haven't been hitting shots. So if we can continue to generate some pretty good looks that I think we've got and just knock them down, I think this game can be definitely different. And as we've said, we're used to playing from behind. We've won a couple games recently from behind, and you prefer to have a lead, but we definitely have a team that is comfortable playing from behind.
All right, yep, can't agree with you more there, Kellen. We're going to send you guys to a few commercials, and we'll be back in 7.5 minutes for more second half action.
At Country Roads Physical Therapy in Weston, the heart of West Virginia, we are dedicated to recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or improving mobility. Our caring team offers personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs. With a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere and a focus on compassionate care, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Country Roads Physical Therapy, where your road to recovery begins.
This commercial is brought to you by LCN.
Welcome to Jane Lew Elementary School in the heart of Jane Lew, West Virginia. We're more than a school, we're a community. With 40 devoted staff and 260 bright learners from pre-K to 5th grade, our mission is clear, guiding students to achieve their goals and follow their dreams. From raising test scores to writing awards and iReady growth, our students shine every day. Jane Lew Elementary, shaping the future one dream at a time.
Welcome to Leading Creek Elementary School, home of the Golden Eagles, nestled on the banks of Leading Creek on the county line of Lewis and Gilmer counties in wild and wonderful West Virginia. Here in our rural elementary school, every face is familiar, every voice is heard, every child matters, and relationships last a lifetime. With 25 dedicated staff members and 120 students from pre-K to 5th grade, our school gives us unique opportunities to build family and community. Our small class sizes mean individualized attention, where teachers truly understand each child's unique strengths and challenges. Our students don't just learn together, they grow together. Education here isn't just about textbooks. It's about teamwork, mentorship, and a sense of belonging. Our students grow daily and excel academically, receiving honors at academic competitions in math, spelling, writing, and literature. Our teachers have also been awarded for their excellence in teaching, receiving Lewis County Teacher of the Year and West Virginia Environmental Teacher of the Year. Leading Creek Elementary, where the Golden Eagles soar.
Welcome to Peterson Central Elementary School, a vibrant learning community nestled along Berlin Road in Weston, West Virginia, at the heart of Lewis County.
Home to 458 students from pre-K through 5th grade, our school thrives with the support of 70 dedicated staff members, fostering curiosity, creativity, and a love for learning.
At PCES, our mission is all of one heart. We are committed to nurturing a supportive and inclusive environment where every student grows academically, socially, and emotionally. This year, we've celebrated meaningful milestones from the first grade literacy parade to Heritage Day, bringing learning to life in exciting ways.
Beyond the classroom, we emphasize family engagement, strengthening the school-home connection through signature events like the second grade pirate literacy night, third grade campout, and holiday drive-in.
These moments create lasting memories and reinforce the shared commitment between families and our school. Together, we are building a strong, supportive community and shaping brighter futures, one heart at a time.
And we're back here with second half action here. Score still 13-20. Hinkle throwing up a three right out of the gate, rebound by Egris, and her putback shot. More of this, a little bit of a throw. And if you can see there at your screen, just past the ball to the referee, that is the Lewis County Minutemen making its basketball debut tonight. We have an actual physical mascot now, and I am not convinced that it's not Katie.
Yeah, it's definitely cool that we've got a mascot. And coming out of that, out of the half, Hinkle got a shot up really quick, and that's something we talked about when we were, off the mic there at halftime. Is she hasn't got a whole lot of looks, and Kira hasn't either. So it's definitely good to see that we're looking to get them some looks early.
Early looking somewhere, and Vincent has it now. Good defense there by Freimeyer. Vincent looking to go baseline, instead going back out. Egris trying to work inside, move to the basket, and it's no good. Last touch by the Titans, will stay with the Mates. Oh, I'm sorry, that chicken dried out my mouth's bad.
You're good.
Goodwin's got it up top. Looking to set the offense here. Gets a screen by Egris. Vincent's got it. Looks to Curry in the corner. Gilmer's come out playing really great defense so far.
Hinkle looking to make a move. She'll pull another three. That one's just short and rebounded by Ava Dobbins.
Yeah, Hinkle, she's definitely capable of getting hot and hitting some shots. And when you're only down 7 right now, you know, a couple threes will put you right in this game.
Brandon there attacking on the other end, and that'll be the first strike of the second half.
It's definitely interesting to see there because, you know, a lot of the first half was Freimeyer and, you know, offensive rebounds and putbacks. So other players getting involved here for Gilmer so far.
Hinkle driving, and that's blocked. Ava Dobbins taking care of business in the paint. Inbound pass to Egress, ends up on the floor, and she'll get it out to Hinkle.
That was a great job by, you know, keeping that ball, moving it and stuff to avoid the jump ball.
Absolutely, and we're going to have a timeout here by Joe Nichols trying to reset this offense before they find themselves in any more of a deficit.
Gilmer's definitely brought the defensive intensity to start this half.
We'd also like to give a huge shout out to all the people in Lewis County who try to make these events special. The pep band here today, trying to get the crowd into it from time to time. The cheerleaders here, as Caden likes to call them, the sixth man on the floor. And ROTC for presenting the callers prior to tonight's game.
Absolutely, Zane. We've got a great community here that comes out and supports these ladies.
Good one looking inside to Egress, and she'll get her own rebound. Good look there. Curry tries for a three, takes a step up, jumper from mid-range, and that one's going to be a hair long. Rebounded by Brandon.
That was a great pass inside, and then that was a great move by Curry. Just weren't able to score.
Blair Dobbins' shot's no good, but she's fouled as she goes up. She'll go to the line now.
You definitely can't let them get up big here. We're definitely going to have to get a basket here soon.
Her first shot's no good. And she'll knock down the second, bringing your score 13-23 with 5:22 left to go in the third.
You know, a 10-point lead doesn't seem like much, but in a game like this where both teams are just playing great defense, you know, it's kind of a lead that feels almost like 20.
Egress there, misreading the cut and throwing that one out of bounds.
Yeah, just bad communication there by just both of our players there. We're going to have better communication if we want to win this ball game.
Dobbins looking over the top for Brandon. Fast break layup and fouled by Vincent.
Yeah, Lewis County, they've definitely recognized, you know, down 10 that they're gonna have to speed this game up and hopefully try to force some turnovers to get back into this. But just weren't able to come up with anything and ended up giving up a pretty good drive to the basket that ended in a foul.
Her first shot's good as she has the ball now, getting ready to fire up the second. Brandon goes 2 for 2 on that trip, and good one will now take the ball for the Nades. Less than 5 minutes to go here. Hinkle looking for somewhere to go. She'll find Vincent from 3. No good, a hair long. Rebound by Brandon. Big pass up to Stern, Stern up to Frymere, and she'll win it off the glass for 2. Yet again extending this Titan lead.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we scored a bucket. We haven't had one this half. Goodwin drives in and gets fouled. I like the aggression, you know. We haven't scored in a while, and getting downhill and just hopefully getting a couple freebies here.
Student section, as I mentioned earlier, is frat themed, so they've got their normal jazz fans, but this time with a bunch of red Solo cups in them.
Pretty sizable student section here tonight.
Goodwin will knock down the second, and that will allow the Minute to set up a little bit of a press, but they go tempo. Almost ran right through it, but the ball goes off the hands of Stearns. Leads to a Titan turnover.
Yeah, that's what you got to do there. You know, if you're the Maids, you know, they didn't come up with a steal, but they put some pressure on them and ended up forcing them into a turnover.
Barnett firing the 3, and they'll go over the backboard, which will be out of bounds. Two-on-one fast break here for the Titans. And that ball hit away by Curry. Draws the foul, but I mean, not a terrible use of the foul there, trying to slow it down for 2 points.
That's her 3rd personal foul of the night.
First shot for Ava Dobbins is no good.
Yeah, so Curry's got 3 fouls, but it looks like she's going to have to play with 3.
Second shot's up and no good, so maybe a little bit of a smart foul there. You take away what would have been a free layup and exchange it for 2 missed foul shots. Good one again getting to the line here. If you're down in the 3rd quarter or 4th quarter, a good way to try to come back is get into the foul shots. You can score without taking any time off the clock. First shot, just a hair long as it hits the back of the iron. Second one rolls in and out. And that'll be a rebound there for Ava Dobbins.
Yeah, in a game like this, you definitely got to have those.
Dobbins, and she'll knock down the jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, double team came there from the Maids, and Gilmer recognized it and was able to find Ava for the open jumper.
Good one now to Hinkle. Hinkle firing the 3, and that one just a hair long, a little bit of a deep 3 there. Ava Dobbins looking, and she'll lay that in for 2. As Titans are getting a little bit more accustomed to scoring here, as they have 11 now in the 3rd quarter.
Ava Dobbins has 10 points on the night.
That'll go as a Maids turnover, Gilmer ball.
And like I've said all night, I mean, we've had pretty good looks. We just weren't able to hit them. And I mean, even the shots, they've been close. I mean, ones that are just a little short, a little long, that just haven't fallen for us.
And that's up and good there for Frymere. Inbound pass there. Egress trying to work on the inside, instead kicking it out. With that pass, broke it up and taken away by Scott.
Yeah, Gilmer's definitely starting to get comfortable right now. We're definitely going to have to change something up to make them a little more uncomfortable.
And that's Frymere there hitting another 3. Extending this lead to what's the largest of the night now. 21 points separate the 2 teams.
Yeah, this has just been a big third quarter.
Yeah.
For Gilmer.
Big pass up, and that would be taken away by the Maids. Good one, looking to drive, kicking it in to Egress. That ball's on the floor, recovered by Hartthorne.
That's a good pass, and against most teams, they're not going to have the length to deflect that ball. But Gilmer's just, they've got incredible length.
Her shot's good and will pick up a foul as Egress will get called for potentially her third. Where are we at there, Birdie?
Yes, that's her second. Egress has 2 fouls on the night.
This sure will be a good time for the threes to start falling.
Looking in for Hinkle, bringing it back out. Curry thought about the three, instead looking inside for Egress. That ball is tipped away, recovered by Hartshorn. Have a whistle here, and that's going to go as a walk there.
That was good pressure by the Maids after that turnover. They weren't discouraged, and they definitely were able to make a play there.
40 seconds left in this third quarter now. And it's Goodwin now looking to chip away at this Titan lead. And we're going to catch Egress on what I believe might be legal screen charge. Not really know what it was. I wasn't really watching that. I was watching the ball. Either way, she'll get caught with an off-ball foul there. And that will be her third. More notably, that now puts... Never mind, I was reading the wrong thing.
Yeah, the reason they weren't going to the line is because that was away from the ball. It wasn't player or anything like that.
Well, I was getting ready to say that would have put them in a getting ready to shoot for 2 on the next foul, but oh no, I was right. I second guessed myself like 3 different times, but my original thought was correct. But as you mentioned, off-ball fouls don't go to the line. And they'll catch Hinkle there on a walk.
Gilmer's definitely had a great quarter, and it's really started on the defensive end, holding us to 2 points there.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter of action, which can be summarized as a big win for the Gilmer Titans as they kind of blew this one open here, taking a commanding 24-point lead. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible, obviously not likely, that the Minutemen are going to be able to find themselves back into this one with 8 to go. What, in your mind, has to happen for this game to get competitive again?
We're going to have to play better defense than we did in that quarter. You know, they had 20 in the first half, and they had 19 that quarter. So it's going to have to start by playing better defense, but we're also going to have to force turnovers. You know, there's not going to be enough offensive possessions if we don't to get back into this game. And then, like we've said all night, we just got to hit shots. But I think that quarter, our offense, we didn't get quite as many good looks. I think Gilmer definitely stepped up the defense, and we're going to have to get some better looks, and we're going to have to force some turnovers for sure.
Absolutely. You got to minimize these possessions that the Titans have left. You have to hope that some of their shots don't fall. And more importantly, you have to create some shot opportunities and hopefully translate that into points here if you're the Phillies.
Yeah, my worry is that Gilmer's going to go into stall mode with no shot clock in high school basketball. You know, it's pretty easy to hold the clock for minutes at a time. Just look at our boys team. They got a big win last night, and they were able to burn probably almost 7 minutes off the clock in the second half last night with a 15 to 20 point lead.
Absolutely. I'm assuming that's what they're going to try to do here. Offensive possessions are going to get slower. As you can see right there, not taking a fast break opportunity, letting it get slowed down. Not too shabby to fire with the three and knocking it down to Strymeyer, and that extends the lead yet again.
Yeah, that's definitely not how you want to start the quarter. But that's definitely what we need. Goodwin getting downhill, getting to the line, and stopping the clock.
Frymeyer has 20 points on the night. So, if we want to win this game, we have to somehow find a way to stop her.
Great night then for her in the office, so she's been able to attribute just around 50% of her team's points. And Goodwin will knock down her second. Renegades go right to their press.
We're definitely going to have to look to trap or do something in the half court here.
And great look there. Good passing by the Titans as they find a wide open Blair Dobbins right under the basket.
Yeah, that was great unselfish ball movement by the Titans.
That pass was intended for Adelaide Kirby, but it got jumped by Frymeyer and will go out of bounds on Titans, so it will stay with the Maids. Hinkle will inbound the pass.
Maid's burning a lot of clock right now, and that's not what you want in this situation. That was a great feed by Curry.
Idris layup, too hard off the glass, and it'll be Brandon slowing it down again for the Titans. They haven't been looking to preserve too much time. They've just been trying to find an open shot and taking it, so I don't think they're in a super conservative mode right now, just playing basketball that they consider good, and it's there as they find another good look there. Blair Dobbins making it happen in the paint.
Yeah, I definitely think they've taken advantage of our aggressiveness in the fourth quarter, and that's kind of what we have to do. We have to be aggressive, and Gilmer has used that against us to find open players underneath.
Absolutely. Good teams are hard to beat when they're ahead. And now with a comfortable lead, Gilmer's just going to play their style of basketball, controlling the tempo.
Goodwin gets fouled again.
That one's going to go on Stearns. Hinkle firing the three. It's too long. And rebound by Curry. That ball's hit away. On the floor goes Hinkle, Stearns, Brandon. Brandon will kick it up, passing it to Stearns. They have the numbers 2-on-1, but Goodwin making a play to get that ball out of bounds. Great hustle there by Goodwin. Definitely not something we're unaccustomed to seeing. Goodwin's been making those kind of plays all 4 years now.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been our night. We haven't hit shots, but that's just kind of how basketball is sometimes, you know.
Egress looking inside, and she'll lay it off the glass for 2.
Right there, you can see Gilmer looking to be patient, not taking that 3.
Instead, they'll find an easy basket underneath, and that's White with her first 2 of the night. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Your score 19-50. If you needed to believe a reason why the Titans are number 1 in single A, they gave you a reason. And Hinkle knocking down her first triple of the night. They're a dominant team and they play up to expectations. Good night here for the Titans.
Yeah, I think definitely the toughest thing about this team is their defense. I mean, we've only got 22 points right now.
Hinkle with the ball again here for the Minute Maids as time continues winding down and Gilmer pulls another steal. Brandon looking underneath, White off the glass, too hard, rebound by Dobbins, and as she tries to put it back up, she'll be fouled heading to the line.
Yeah, this one definitely got away from us, but we've got another big one tomorrow, don't we, Zane?
Absolutely. Tomorrow's contest against East Fairmont will be the decider for the Big Ten championship this year.
Yeah, East Fairmont definitely a tough team every year. Team that's, had seasons where they've won 25 games, and they're always just a tough team for anyone to beat. It'll definitely be a fun way to end the regular season.
Absolutely. It's been a long time since Lewis County has brought home a conference championship in really any sport. Big Ten's a pretty tough conference. If Bridgeport's not too good in that sport, you got Fairmont Senior. Fairmont Senior's not good. You have North Marion and East Fairmont. If none of them are good, you have, 2 or 3 other schools in Harrison County, Grafton, Preston, Philip Barber. There's liable to be somebody who's dominant in that sport. So it's really been tough for Lewis County to bring home a conference championship. But right here, right now, the Minute Maids are knocking on the door.
Absolutely. We play in one of the toughest conferences in the state. I mean, I think in girls basketball, I think we have 3 teams ranked within the top 10 for AAA, and boys, just off the top of my head, I'd say we have 4 at least, and probably a 5th knocking on the door. And even that, I mean, we have 3 in the top 5, maybe top 6.
So I know the girls team has received their brackets for regional play. Do the boys, do you guys know how that's shaping up yet, or will you know soon?
I think the ballots go out either Saturday or Sunday, so we'll know probably next week sometime. But let's just talk about the girls bracket a little bit here. Kaiser got the 1 seed in the region. They're consistently ranked within the top 5 in the coaches poll for girls. So that was as to be expected. And then we got the 2 seed after the big win over Hampshire. That gives us home court advantage over the winner of Hampshire and RCB. And that's definitely going to be a great game. And because we got the bye, we're automatically in the regional championship. So if we win that one, we'll go to states for, I believe, the 4th straight year.
Yeah, they've been to states every year that I've been in high school up to this point. So that would capitalize my high school years of watching girls basketball on a pretty good note. But again, they'll have some tough competition to get there. What does this say?
Talk about wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. I thought it said Lure Shining. and that's Barnett there in the corner. Not much as that goes off the hands, and will be a backcourt violation. But not tomorrow, rather, I keep forgetting today's not Friday, today's Thursday. Saturday, our wrestlers are taking the mat at Braxton County for the regionals, and it's going to be a pretty competitive day. We have a lot of wrestlers who are knocking on the door, hoping for a bid into states. And you take the top 4 from each region, which our regions don't have 8 or 6 teams. There's, I believe, closer to 20, so it's some competitive wrestling to say the least, and should be an exciting day. Hopefully a good one. We have a couple people who are hoping to bring home their first regional championship, and I'm excited to see how all that shapes out.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about the wrestling team this season, so definitely excited to see how they can do in regional competition and potentially state competition.
That ball stripped away by the Titans. Going the other way, there's Gaynor, too hard off the glass, rebound by White. She'll knock it down for 2. And both teams have brought in a lot of their depth pieces. There's officially less than a minute to go now of action. Your score 22-56 as this game's winding down. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a huge thank you to the pep band, student section, 6th man on the floor, the cheerleaders, JROTC, but most of all to our LCN staff here. We've got, trying to find where all they're sitting. We have Kara Detterman and Isabel Cedeno working camera, as well as Kendra Thompson, Miss White, who is our advisor and a little bit of the backbone of the program, JP, who's been running the computer night. Sorry, it's been a long night. I'm brain farting a little bit. Kaden, who was running the computer for the first half, brought you a little bit of statistics. He's now in a Minuteman costume. Brady Skinner here, man. Glad to have you up here. He's up here on the stats. And as always, I'm Zane Stewart, and alongside me is none other than the Mr. Kellen Ruffy himself. We're glad you joined us tonight, and that will be your final score. Minute Maids 22, Gilmer County 58. Any last words, Mr. Ruffy?
Definitely hope to see you guys back here tomorrow for tomorrow's big game, and I hope we can just come out and battle.
Absolutely. All right. Good night, Minuteman Nation.